This is the game of the week on MLB The Show. It's the Detroit Tigers and the Chicago Cubs. John Sciambi alongside Chris Singleton. And Singy, we're going to see a nice little win streak put to the test today.
Yeah, these guys are really firing on all cylinders right now. And to me, the important thing is that they're doing the little things well. They're not just relying on home runs or big plays every game. They're playing good situational baseball, executing in key areas, and that's how you string together wins. So we'll see if they continue that in this one.
And the right-hander with the good curveball, Edward Cabrera. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Kevin McGonigal, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. That one close, ruled. Ball, and that's ball two. This one in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong under it, takes it in for the out. One down. And let's take a look at the lineup. Needless to say, this is an aggressive lineup. They've drawn fewer walks than any other team in the league.
Well, Boog, as I pop my collar, this lineup is taking the Chris Singleton approach. But in today's game, we know walks are key to scoring runs. At times, this lineup swings a little too freely. They need to make pitchers work harder.
Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. And that one's going to get into the corner. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
One out, runner at second. Here's Riley Green with 3 hits on the series, and one of them a homer. Pitch misses inside, ball one. Man at second. In the dirt, gets away from Kelly. Runner stays where he is, but the count moves to 2-0. Chris, he leads the way with the best batting average on the team. Swung on, belted. Carrying well, and it's into the bleachers. Out of here. His 31st home run of the season, and the Tigers have the lead. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Here comes Torque to the plate. Second in the American League in home runs. Ball. Torkelson was recently in the All-Star game for the first time. A nice career achievement.
What a special moment for him, man. Getting that All-Star appearance is just awesome. A lot of good players who had really nice careers but never played in the All-Star game, so he should appreciate this.
Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
And Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Strike 2. cut on and miss, struck him out. That ends the frame. Detroit adds 2 on this homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching the game of the week on MLB The Show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And on the mound today, Framber Valdez. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
The 0-1. Out there to center. Clark under it. And a quick out, number 1. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. Hoping for a good showing in this one from their cleanup hitter, Seiya Suzuki.
Well, there's no doubt he's an important bat for them, and one they want to get going as soon as possible. Now, with that said, it's important that he doesn't let that pressure just snowball and get out of control. I'm just looking for good at-bats from him today and see what the outcomes are.
Curveball. Low middle.
Ball. Bush recently taking home Player of the Month honors.
Sinker. Low middle.
On the ground, right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. And a man aboard.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Alex Bregman, batting with 1 down, takes the strike.
Low outside.
Ball. The Tigers could really use a win here in the thick of the postseason hunt.
Low middle.
Still a couple of months to go, Boog, but there's definitely a little more energy and pressure around each game right now. A win here would be a nice shot of momentum.
Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Bush around second, headed for third. Headed for the plate. And now they trail by 1. One down, runner at third. Seiya Suzuki will hit next. Hitless in the first 2 games of the series. He's 0 for 8. And that one is downstairs. And it's 1-0.
Circle change. Low outside.
Ball, that's down.
Sinker.
Bregman stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
This is one of those situations where the pitcher may not really want to deal with the guy in the box, and you got to be aware of that. Take your walk. I could do it, but I think he can.
Circle change. Low outside.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, 1 out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up, and that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. That helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
On the ground, McKinstry gets him easily, ends the inning. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Top of the second, Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. Not close with that one. Ball 1. These 2 offenses can put up runs in a hurry.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
That one
Ball.
misses. Ball 3. That one misses.
Ball 4. Take
so
your base.
lead off walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
And here's the catcher, Dylan Dingler. 4 for 7 in the series, so he's been good. That one misses. That's 5 straight. Line drive. Nice grab on the run. And there's one down. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back in time. It's a double play.
Definitely a weird play right there, and it changes the outlook of the inning completely. Nice job by the defense to take advantage and get 2 outs out of it, but on the flip side, I have to think they're going to have some discussions and probably some lessons learned about the base running decisions that were made.
Zach McKinstry now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Lined into left center, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Batting 9.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Rudder takes off. Pitch misses.
Ball.
Throw
Out
to
on the
second.
tag.
Ow! And that'll end the inning.
The catcher definitely looked ready for that stolen base attempt. Got in position quickly, and a strike down to second base to end the inning.
Back here at the friendly confines. Ian Happ up to hit.
It's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
And ball
That's a
1.
ball.
A plate umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, Boo, kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors one side of the plate more than the other. So it's really hard to know for sure, but I think that usually it has to do something with where he sets up prior to each pitch.
And looks like he wants the signs again as he steps off the rubber. Here's a 1-2. In the air to left center. Clark on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one away.
Not shortstop. Dansby.
Dansby Swanson stands in. Swanson working through some struggles lately. Now with the shift on, hits right into it. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
The second baseman, Nico Horner.
Here's Nico Horner.
Curveball. Low middle.
No, that missed.
Curveball. Low middle.
That's
He's
a ball.
just missing with some pitches that,
Sinker.
I mean, they're
Low
not
middle.
strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown,
Low
good
inside.
pitches, but even better takes.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. And the count is even 2-2.
Circle change.
This guy's sink has so
Low
much drop in
outside.
it, it's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Keith out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. They're down 2-1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. In the air, center field. Crow Armstrong settles underneath it. And there's one down.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Kevin.
Back to the top of the Detroit order. Kevin McGonigal, the next to hit. Fly to center his first time. On the ground, right side. Horner over to first. First two batters retired here in the top of the third.
Up next for the Tigers, the third baseman, Colt Keith.
2 down, bases empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Colt Keith.
Ball.
Well, this is the type of hitter you want up in this situation. Some sluggers coming up behind him. He's so good at moving runners, but also getting on base. See if he can be patient here.
This one in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong should have this one. And that is that. Tigers are shut down there. They lead it 2-1. As we go to the last of the third. Now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly. Valdez back to work. Just
That's the ball.
missed.
That's down.
Slider. Middle outside.
This is smacked left field line.
That's a foul ball.
And foul ball. Next offering is fouled back.
Sinker. Low middle.
Here's a high chopper. Throw on to Torkelson. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
The batter, number 6, designated hitter, Matt.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Matt Shaw now at the plate. Fly to center his first time. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. It's through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
First pitch swinging, went up there with the plan to be aggressive. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Michael Busch getting ready to hit. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Slider right there.
Sinker.
Man at first, one away.
Outside.
Here goes the runner. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Out, and that wasn't close.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Sinker. Low middle.
Ball.
Sinker. Low inside.
Got him swinging. Cubs are down quietly, and they trail it here 2-1. Here at Wrigley Field, it's that time of the season. Let's check out some notable trade candidates. Giants.
That's
And
inside.
Chris, his
That's the
home
ball.
run numbers this season are good enough to rank him in the top 10 in the league. That missed by a lot. Ball 2. Green working on a massive campaign right now, putting up some big home run numbers.
Well, we've seen him flex some impressive power this season, and there's still a lot of time to go. If he can keep up this pace he's on, we could be in for something really special.
Comes a 2-2. Payoff pitch. That one misses.
That's out.
So
Ball
a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Up next for the
Here's
Tigers,
some real
the first
power at the
baseman,
plate. Spencer Torkelson. Flied to right his first time. And a big swing and a miss.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
Strike 2. Green gets his lead at first with nobody out.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Ball in the dirt and it gets away. No advance though. Outside low. 3-2 down. Stays alive. Three and 2. Payoff pitch. Three-two. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
One out man at first. Eugenio Suarez up now for the Tigers. The 0-1. That one fouled off. Ground ball up the middle. To second, but he beats the throw. Save.
Hey, I got to give him credit for busting it down to first to beat out that hit. Speed is obviously not a big part of his game. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
First and second, one out. Kerry Carpenter digs in now. Sizzling on its way to the outfield. Runner around third on his way to the plate. That gets by him.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Dylan Dingler will hit next. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open. Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
The Cubs bullpen with some action. Luke Little, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Webb getting cranked up as well. The Tigers trying to break this one open. Top half of inning number 4.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
So digging in, Zach McKinstry, 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
2 on, 2 outs. This one smoked on its way out of here. So he goes the opposite way with that one. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 6-1.
That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Clark, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
That one is upstairs.
That's high.
Laboring here, about to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Outside ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Kevin McDonald.
Here comes Craig Counsell, and we're going to see a pitching change. Edward Cabrera won't go any further, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for
Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Luke Little. He last pitched 2 days ago. Kevin McGonigal, the next to hit.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
And there's a foul ball. Clark off of first with 2 away. Late on that fastball. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Lead runner around second. The throw in, and he's out.
On the tag, you're out.
Cut down, and that ends the inning.
It's always a big risk when you try to take third with 2 outs, but that outfielder had perfect technique, and the throw was on the money. It takes a perfect one to get him. Great job to win the inning.
Ready to go, bottom 4. Here's Alex Bregman.
Number 3, Alex Bregman.
Bregman takes downstairs.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine. You know, these Cubs just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Green takes it in for the out. 1 away.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
4-seam fastball. high middle.
Well, a big lead like this is comfortable many times, but not when these two teams are matching up. You got to continue to keep your head down, play catch with that catcher, and just try to move through this lineup.
Suzuki batting with one down, takes a strike. Outside.
That's a ball.
And that is ball one.
Curveball. Low inside.
Right through there for a strike.
Curveball.
The Tigers
Low
leading
inside.
by 5. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. A sliding stop. Nicely done for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Crow Armstrong.
And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Grounded out his first time up. And a foul ball.
Circle change. Low middle.
That's a ball.
Sinker. Middle inside. Curveball. Low outside.
The 1-2. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Curveball. Low middle.
On the ground to the
That
left.
ball's foul.
And it goes just foul.
Low inside.
Got him. That's the inning. And the Cubs are down in order. They trail it 6-1. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture.
Well, these Tigers really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
And base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I feel like I've seen more balls, and this is speaking as a former outfielder, former center fielder, but more balls in this game just out of the reach. Sometimes the angle's not great. Other times you just got to give credit because the hitters hit the ball really hard. It jumped off the bat. But one thing we do know is warmer temperatures are very, very favorable for the hitters.
Keith aboard here at first with nobody out.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Strike 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Up next is the Tigers. The first baseman, Spencer.
One out man at first. Spencer Torkelson getting ready to hit. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Ball.
Little measures 6 feet 8 inches, 220 pounds, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2020. Pitch in the dirt, ball 2. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one carrying. And that one's gone into the bleachers. And Torque muscles one out of here. His 32nd of the year. And they add to their lead. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Well, not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today, the conditions were right. He got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing carry.
One down. Next is the Tigers DH, Eugenio Suarez. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Oh, 1 now. This to third. To first, but it pulls it off the bag.
Well, an error like that, you look at the scoreboard and you kind of wonder if they are losing focus out there. And look, it can be tough to stay locked in when you're getting blown out. We've all been there. And I'm not saying that's definitely what happened on this play, but it's not a great look.
Runner on at first with one gone. Kerry Carpenter now at the plate. A walk, and he's also singled. Foul ball. And now the 0-1. Foul ball there. And the 0-2. Got him. That's out number 2.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was.
New pitcher on here, Jacob Webb.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Dylan Dingler, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Swinging a foul back, and that's out of play. Up the middle. Oh, he gloves it. Throws from the ground. And that's a great play for the out. Detroit adds 2 on this homer. Still a lopsided affair at 8-1 now. It's the game of the week on MLB The Show. Back here at Wrigley Field, bottom of the inning. Ian Happ getting ready to hit.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs. You know, these Cubs, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Circle change. Low outside.
Swing and a ground ball. And that's just foul.
Sinker.
They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Got him looking for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
That was just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Swanson digs in.
Here.
Sinker. Low inside.
Outside. That's a ball.
Sinker.
The Tigers up big in this one. Last half of inning number 5.
Sinker. Low outside.
1-2 now. Ripped to the left center, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
corner. Stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around.
Inside.
Fought off foul.
Circle change. Low outside.
0-2 now.
Curveball.
Swanson, the base runner at first with one out. And they'll do it again.
Circle change. Low outside.
The 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Sinker. Low outside.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know what happens.
Base hit center field. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Number 6, designated hitter.
So the lineup flips over. Matt Shaw, the next Cub to hit. Slider for a strike.
Circle change. Low middle.
In the dirt.
Curveball. Low inside. Curveball. Low inside.
2 on, 2 outs. That's a strike. Gonna count 1 and 2.
Low outside. Curveball. Low outside.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Sinker. Low outside.
1-2 now. Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball.
Sinker.
2 outs.
Low
Couple of base
outside.
runners at first and second. Got him looking. Cubs strand a couple. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Welcome back. A few highlights to help tell the story of the game. Zach McKinstry up now for the Tigers.
Zach McKinstry.
That one ripped left field. Back there. See you later. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And they add a run. It's 9-1.
So frustrating for any pitcher. Finished outside the zone and he still managed to get punished with the home run. My goodness, who saw this coming? Defying the odds with his second homer of the game. You know, for a player not known for his power, Boog, he's making quite the statement with these swings.
And now Max Clark got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Now 1-1. That one
That's
missed.
a ball.
Off the
That's
mark
low.
there.
That's a ball.
3-1 now.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline.
Strike
Now he's in
two.
the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Struck him out swinging. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
This guy will throw any pitch at any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Back to the top of the order now. And next up for the Tigers, Kevin McGonigal.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Hard liner. He's there. He's got it. And there are 2 down.
Up next for the Tigers, the third baseman.
So up next, Colt Key. He swings and fouls one off. Two down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Solo shot for Detroit this inning, and this is now a 9-1 ball game. This is the game of the week on MLB The Show. Welcome back, and struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers. Just off the outside edge. Ball one. And he's currently the team leader in batting average, Chris.
No, that's down. Ball.
Sinker. Middle center.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Right two.
Yeah, that's in for a strike.
Sinker.
And the count's even at 2. Outside with a breaking ball.
Sinker. Low middle.
There's a swing and a drive. That one back there, and it lands foul. So we reset, and we'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Strike him out without a swing. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, he's showing some pretty dominating stuff out there in this one, not just in terms of swing and miss, but also in terms of command. You know, all the strikeouts, they just kind of speak for themselves, but when you don't walk anyone, you're demonstrating that you have the confidence in your abilities to truly go right after opposing batters.
Ball.
The Cubbies with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th.
That's a ball.
Circle change. Low middle.
That one ripped right center field. The relay, he's in there.
Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. They got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
Now at the plate, Seiya Suzuki. Torkelson takes it to the bag, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the Cubs, the center fielder.
Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Crow Armstrong.
Singy's currently the team leader in runs batted in.
Circle change. Low outside. Circle change. Low outside.
Chopper right side. Torkelson. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Cubs lead 1. They trail it big. It's 9-1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Javier Assad.
Well, walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
On the ground. On to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Spencer Torkelson.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Spencer Torkelson. He's already homered here in this one.
Ball.
Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Obi Milner appears to be getting loose. Hit on the ground to the right side. The flip to the pitcher covering, and 2 away to start the 7th.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. 1 for 3.
No, that's out.
Two down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. High fly ball down the left field line. Happ ranging back on it. Grabs it right up against the wall. Offense held in check there. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. Tigers 9 and the Cubs 1. We hope you're enjoying the game of the week on MLB The Show. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game zone.
The left fielder, Ian Happ.
Sinker.
Going
Take one.
Sinker. Middle outside.
Right through there for a strike.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
That
Take
hit
your
him.
base. That hit him.
And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
The batter, number 7.
And here comes Dansby Swanson. No question about this one. It's out of here. Dansby Swanson hits one out. His 16th homer of the year, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 9-3.
They wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. Changeup up in the zone is a hitter's dream. It's a BP fastball, but you're playing in real time. Most times, the pitcher's asking for a new baseball, just like right there.
Nico Horner will come up
Hey,
to hit.
ha!
Right through there for a strike.
Circle change. Low middle.
Now a screamer into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Up next for the Cubs.
Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. And it's even better when it gets you extra bases. Love looking in at your dugout and seeing the guys fired up.
So man aboard. And now the batter is Carson Kelly. 1 for 2. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. Now here's a flare off the bat. And foul ball. Man at second. And that skips in the dirt.
Sinker. Middle outside.
Chop to third. And that one handled. Throw on to Torkelson. And one away in the bottom of the 7th.
The batter, number 6. Designated
So
hitter.
back to the top of the order. Matt Shaw will hit next.
Low. Ball.
Curveball. Low middle.
And that one hammered. And wow, that one is way out of here. It's their second home run of the inning. And they slice into the lead. It's 9-5.
That gives them hope they can pull off this comeback. They just need a few more swings like that, and they're back in business. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Now the number 2 hitter, Michael Busch.
Well, really,
Here's A.J. Hinch heading towards the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change right here.
Now pitching for the Tigers.
Troy Melton takes over on the mound.
well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
High inside.
And that one fouled off.
Sinker.
4 runs already in the frame. Here, the bottom of the 7th. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
High inside.
Really
No, that
good
missed.
take,
That's the
especially
ball.
with 2 strikes.
Low middle.
And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Splitter. Low inside.
Got him. 2 down.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is, here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it, and you swing over the top.
Nope.
And that's
Ball.
why they call it a split-finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
2 down, nobody on.
Ball outside.
Four-seam fastball. High now.
That's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Low outside.
That's off
That's
the
the ball.
And now it's 3-2.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Check swing called
one.
strike. Strike
Four-seam
1.
fastball. High inside.
Fouled off left side. Bregman leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Ground ball left
Foul
side.
ball.
And it goes just foul.
Outside.
Got him swinging for the K. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 9-5. This is MLB The Show's Game of the Week. The 8th inning is coming your way next. Back here at the friendly confines. The spray chart shows us an impressive power display from this lineup. 4 homers so far.
Yeah, and as you can see, Boog, they've been giving out some souvenirs for the fans in the left field bleachers. The pitching on the other side doesn't adjust. There might be more on the way.
Two of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. Way out front for strike 2. Assad goes 6'1", 28 years old, and he's a native of Mexico. In the dirt. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike.
Well, big power guy right there, and generating so much bat speed, it's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Now here's the Detroit catcher, Dylan Dingler. 0 for 3 in this one.
Hoo-yah!
Oh, 1 down. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through. And that's a 1-out single.
Up next to the Tigers, the second baseman, Zach McKinstry.
Stepping in, Zach McKinstry, looking for his 3rd home run of the game.
Yeah, he blasted his 2nd of the game in the 6th inning. Guy looks like he's playing on beginner mode in this one.
Beginner mode is where it's at, Chris.
Ha!
Comes up empty.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Got him. 2 away.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Clark in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
Line drive, and that'll do it. Tigers lead one as they can't add to their 9-5 lead. Here at Wrigley Field, let's take a look at how the ball's been flying today. Plenty of power on both sides in this one.
Yeah, games like this were so fun for me as a hitter, Boog. You grab your bat and head to the plate thinking, hey, could be my turn to go yard next.
Slayer. Middle outside.
Ball.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Close
Ball.
one, doesn't get the call. 2 balls, no strikes.
Four-seam fastball. Low middle.
Fastball
yeah.
for a strike. Crow Armstrong thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they get to hang on to their second challenge.
Sinker. Middle center.
3-0 down. And he
Yeah.
takes a strike.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
High fly ball down the left field line. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Payoff pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Four-seam fastball. High inside. Sinker. Low outside.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
Sit down on strikes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit.
Sinker. Middle outside.
Ground ball to the right side, and that's just foul.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Here comes the 0-1. Left field. And that will drop foul.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Here's the 0-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Gosh, here it is. Hit it. 3-pitch strikeout. All fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Swanson in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Slapped hard the other way, but foul.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just
Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th. Tigers 9 and the Cubs 5. Back here at Wrigley Field, we go to the 9th. Kevin McGonigal up now for the Tigers. That one ripped, but foul. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. The 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 0-2. To the right side, Horner throws to first in time, and the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
Up next for the Tigers, the third baseman, Colt.
Here's the third baseman, Colt Keith.
No, that's low. Ball. Ball.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Went with the
That's the
sweeper,
ball.
but it misses. Swings through it for the K. That K is his third of the game. And up next for Detroit, Riley Green. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast, and that swing will give him confidence the rest of the way.
Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side.
Ball.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Ripped to short. Sends it to first. And that's the inning. Tigers 9 and the Cubs 5. Back here at the friendly confines. We head to the bottom of the ninth. So here's Horner now.
Fastball. Low inside.
Off the plate.
No, that missed.
And
That's a ball.
ball 1.
Slider. Middle inside.
That one fouled off. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Splitter. Middle outside.
This to third. Keith tosses to first. 1 out, bottom of the ninth.
Up next for the Cubs, the catcher, Carson Kelly.
Carson Kelly, the next to hit.
Cutter. High middle.
And first offering is fouled off.
Middle outside.
Strike on the inside corner. Kelly wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball, and that one was indeed a strike. No challenges left for them now.
Slayer, middle outside.
On the ground to third. Throw on to Torkelson. Cubbies with only one out left.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
So they're down to their final out. Matt Shaw, the next Cub to hit.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
And a foul ball.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
They're down to their final strike.
Slayer, low outside. Sinker, low inside.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
The number 7 is such a cool and sort of lucky number. Well, this team has been playing really well, but to win 7 games in a row, there's been some luck and there's been some really good play. I think you get to this point, you start to look at, can we double that? Make it double digits, make it 2 touchdowns, make it 14.
Our final score here, 9-5. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. We'll see you soon for the next.